What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Scooter and we're back with another video. Y'all, it's been raining on and off here in Louisiana, so it's kind of a chill day. We're going to be working on the single cab. You see we got it up on the jack stands here behind me. I went by a buddy's shop earlier and got some spike lug nuts, and we're just waiting on the tires. As soon as the tires come in, we can get the tires mounted and get the wheels on the truck. But today we're going to be working on the headlights, guys. We're going to be replacing the headlights. We're going to be putting LEDs in the headlights, and then also we're going to be putting in these brackets that bolt to your radiator support. This is what your headlight actually pins to. You know, over time, these little tabs here, they just kind of get brittle and break, which is what happened to one of mine. So I just went ahead and bought both sides. I'm going to replace them, make it brand new. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Like, share, and comment, because it helps me as a smaller channel. And I hope you guys enjoy. All right, guys, we got to get over here and pop this hood. Get up here to the front. Guys, I don't know about you, but I know anytime you get a secondhand vehicle, like, you know, pretty much window tint, LEDs. I mean, those two things are like, it's gotta happen. Let's you don't necessarily have to take this cover off. I think you can kind of pry this up, and there's a 10mm bolt here back underneath this that holds the grill shell on. But guys, we're gonna go ahead and take it off. So in order to take this radiator support cover off, you've got 7 of these tabs. You're gonna have 4 across the bottom here. You've got 3 across the top. If you guys, you know, if you don't have much experience working on vehicles or anything like that, these are just push tabs, guys. They have a little indentation on each side, and you just take a little flathead, stick in there, and just kind of wedge it and pop this center up, and then you have to get all the way underneath it and pry the whole thing up, and it just pops right out. But we're going to take these 7 pop tabs out, and then we'll go from there. So like I was saying, you want to just take your flathead screwdriver. You just want to stick it in there, guys, and give it a good little twist, and you'll see the center of that push tab start to pop out. I usually grab it and just finish pulling it on out, and then taking my flathead again, going all the way underneath, and then popping the whole tab out. That's all it is to it, guys. It's very easy. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these things out. So I know some of you guys are ready to see me work on the Bel Air again. I will be updating you guys on the table that I've been building to get it ready. I built a 4x8 table. I say it's a table, it's more of like a rack for the body of that car to sit on while I roll the chassis in the shop. And I've been working on that very slowly, but I'm getting there. I finally got my casters and stuff in the other day for it and got those put on. We don't have much left, but we're gonna be getting there, guys. We're gonna have some Bel Air content coming up, don't worry. But you know, when I scored this little truck here, I already knew I had to pick it up, because I knew it was gonna be a fun little truck to work on, and you know, it would also give my channel some content. And I know a few of you guys enjoy my lowered trucks, and yeah, this one's gonna be fun to build too. All right, guys, we got our 7 tabs off. As you can see, this thing just picks right up. You can pull it and, you know, just set it out of the way. Now that we got the radiator support cover off, here's that top 110mm bolt that I was telling you guys about. We're gonna get it backed out, and then the rest of the grill is just some pop clips. So let's just go ahead and get it off. Now that we got that 10mm bolt out, guys, to make it easier on pulling the grill out, let's go ahead and take these 2 pins. You got 2 pins per headlight. All you do is pop them over out of the tabs that hold them in place. You grab them, pull them straight up, and then your headlight's free. You can just pull it right out. All right, now that we got the headlights out, we got our 10mm bolt here out. There's a clip inside the on the very end of the grill that's popped into the fender. I usually just grab the grill shell and just kind of give it a good pull. It comes right out. And there's two at the bottom. Then you have where it just sits into place here with a clip on each side. You just give this stuff a good pull and it usually just pops right out. It's not much to it. Now on your parking lights, guys, it's just a clip on the far right here. You can kind of push in on that tab, pull it out, and then on this side it just has a place that these rods sit in, and then a little L-shaped bracket that just sits in that hole. All you do is pull it to the right or to the left on the other side, but you just slide it over, pull it out, and then you got your little push tabs to undo your lights. And here we are. We got everything off the front end. It's time to get to these panels here. If you want to see what I was talking about earlier, this is the reason that I went ahead and bought two brand new ones, is because this clip here that holds the headlight in, you can see it, well, it just broke off. But they get real fragile over time. They just kind of work back and forth if you pull your headlights a bunch. But they kind of just eventually work back and forth and just break off. So I just went ahead and bought new ones. So if you're removing the panel, if you want to replace yours and take it off the radiator support, there's two different bolts, guys. You've got two star patterns at the top, and then the rest is 10mm bolts all the way around. Some of these you can get to with a little impact driver, but the ones in the bottom you'll have to use a ratchet with. All right, now that we got our two star pattern bolts out, we start getting the bolts out that our impact can reach. If you want to see what I'm talking about, there's one down here in this bottom left, there's one in the middle, and then there's one on this bottom right. Usually you can take a ratchet and just kind of turn them a couple times, and then usually they're pretty easy to just back out with your hand. All right, so this one on the bottom right, I couldn't even get my ratchet and socket in there, so I just went and got a open-ended wrench, and we'll just give it a good couple turns, and then we'll just back it out by hand. So we got our OEM bracket out. Now when you pull your OEM bracket, there's a dust cover on the back side toward the inside of the bracket here. It's got two push tabs on the inside of the bracket. I usually just take those things all the way out. If you want to put it back in, that's just where the location is for the push tabs. But now we're going to be doing everything in reverse. We're going to be taking these bolts and just hand threading each one. Just remember, you got two star patterns on top, and the rest of them are 10mm regular bolts. Now also be sure to run your parking lights, your wiring through the bottom holes, and then your headlight wiring will be going through the top holes. And there are two star pattern bolts. All right, let's get these things tightened up. Well, we got the new panels in, and it's time to start putting in the lights, the lenses. Usually, guys, when you get these aftermarket lenses, you have to kind of just make sure they're going to fit right. And like we were saying earlier, to slide it over and out, we're just going to stick it back in that hole, slide it in, and then we will just kind of pop it in place. And as y'all can tell, everything kind of sits in place good. So I'm happy with those to be aftermarket. All right, guys. So we got our lights popped in there, and let's get this thing set in place. Well, now that we got our parking lights in, I usually leave the film that comes on them. I usually leave it on until I'm completely done with the job, and then I'll come back and peel them off. That's just to protect them because you're moving your grill around, stuff like that. You don't want to scratch the front of your lights. But let's go ahead and get these LEDs in, and then we'll get the headlight housings in. If you decide to change out the brackets that hold your headlights in, there's a push tab for your hood hinge. You'll have to pop it off the old one and then just pop it right back into the new one. Oh. Yeah. When you go to change your headlight bulbs, you would just pop the bulb off, put a new one on, twist it in the back of your headlight, and then put your headlight housing back in. But when you order a set of LEDs, they have a cable with a plug on the other end, and it gives you a little bit more slack, you know, to kind of play with. So typically what I would do is take these and slide them into the headlight, and then bring the whole assembly over here, and then plug it up from here before actually popping the assembly on. It just makes things easier. That's how I'm going to do it, and I just wanted to show you guys. And the reason I have this one marked is because C-Light, for some reason, does not mark like 9005 or 9006. I just know that 9005s are typically your inside, your high beams. So I have the two high beams marked with blue tape. That way I know which one, you know, where it goes. And that's the reason I got tape on it. I also wanted to show you guys this because you would be surprised how many people does not know this. Anytime you have your headlight, you can go to the front of it, and on the bottom of the headlight, it actually tells you the bulb that goes to that hole. You can look there, and also on the back, like this headlight here says HB3 for this hole. So anytime you get ready to change your lights and you're not sure what bulb goes where, just look on the bottom of your headlight. So C-Light does mark their bulbs. I just didn't see it. But on the inside of your bulb, there's a little plastic piece that you stick in the hole of your headlight housing and twist to hold your bulb in place. On that plastic piece is where it was marked. I just didn't see it until I took the bulb apart pretty much, because I popped the plastic in and twisted it and then put the bulb in. But yeah, they do have them marked. All right, I'll take our headlight and set it up here for a second. We'll plug our harnesses in. Make sure they're good and pushed together tight. And then we can test fit our headlight here. Make sure it's going to sit in here good. Now with new products, it may be a little tight, but I think we can work with that. It looks good to me. Let's get our push rods and get this thing pinned in place. And there we go. So from here, guys, you remember we're doing everything in reverse. We're just going to take our grill, kind of set it up there. Like I said, this is the reason I leave the plastic on those headlights until I'm done, because, you know, you've seen the end of that just kind of rub up against the lens. But that film kind of protects it. You want to get your grill lined up, pop your clips in. Remember, you got two at the bottom. Get those popped in. You got two at the top. Get those popped in. And don't forget, we got one 10mm bolt. Man, that looks good. I'm pleased. Like, the brackets fit good, the headlights fit good. I know with those LEDs and those clear lenses, it's going to be super bright at nighttime. And yeah, I'm just happy the way it turned out. But guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank y'all for the views, this you know, all my new subscribers. Thank y'all. I highly suggest it, guys. If you get a secondhand vehicle, go ahead and get some new headlights and some LEDs, because at nighttime it is a huge difference than factory, especially on these older trucks. But we're going to be working on this single cab a good bit. I mean, we've got 24s, lowering kit. You know, we're going to be shaving some stuff, doing some sheet metal work. It's going to be going in paint, some interior work. You know, guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Show some support. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like, share, and comment, because it helps me as a small channel. And y'all be sure to hug somebody and tell them you love them. Peace.